Nonetheless, they do intend to keep a closer eye on the park, increasing patrols here in case this group returns. As for Anna, she is scratched and sore.
My back is very bruised, like my elbow is very bruised.
And while she plans to keep walking in the park, she certainly hopes no one else gets hurt.
I just really hope these people got caught, because it's a serious assault and I don't think you should be able to get away with it.
And I do want to mention, Anna did say one of the girls was riding a black bicycle with bright yellow or bright green handlebars. Of course, if you have any information on this, do not hesitate to call police immediately. Local for you in Schiller Park, Dan Perlman, NBC4.
All right, Dan, thank you. Millionaire Jeffrey Epstein's arrest on child sex trafficking charges is raising new questions about how much his high-powered associates knew about his alleged criminal behavior.
Epstein is accused of paying girls as young as 14 years old for sex at his homes in New York City and Palm Beach, Florida. The billionaire hung out with some of the world's most powerful and influential people, including L Brands founder Les Wexner.
NBC4's Ted Hart has new details on one alleged incident that allegedly happened at his mansion in New Albany. Ted?
Yeah, now stay with me on this. One of Epstein's alleged victims, a woman by the name of Virginia Giuffre, filed a civil lawsuit of defamation against Harvard law professor Alan Dershowitz. Giuffre says she was forced by Epstein to have sex with Dershowitz. Dershowitz said that Giuffre was lying, so Giuffre is now suing for defamation. The allegations of an incident occurring inside the home of L Brands founder Les Wexner are contained in an affidavit filed in Giuffre's lawsuit. Maria Farmer says she was hired by Epstein to help him with acquiring art, but that her duties also included supervising the door of Epstein's New York home. Farmer says Epstein arranged for her to work on an art project at the Wexner home in the summer of 1996. She says in her affidavit that Epstein and his female companion, Ghislaine Maxwell, asked me to come into a bedroom with them and then proceeded to sexually assault me against my will. She says she fled the room, but that the Wexner security staff refused to let me leave the property. I was held against my will for approximately 12 hours until I was ultimately allowed to leave with my father. Farmer says she reported the incident to the FBI and that Epstein and Maxwell contacted various people in the art community to try to ruin her career. A source close to Les Wexner tells NBC4 that Wexner has no knowledge of the situation described by Maria Farmer. Of his relationship with Wexner, Jeffrey Epstein told Vanity Fair magazine in 2011 that it's like we have one brain between us, each has a side. A spokesman for Wexner says he severed his ties with Epstein almost 12 years ago. Local for you, Ted Hart, NBC4.
All right, Ted, Les Wexner, though, isn't the only person connected to Epstein facing scrutiny. Today, Democratic leaders in Congress called on Labor Secretary Alex Acosta to resign. Back in 2008, Acosta was the attorney who helped Epstein secure a plea deal on sex trafficking charges, and he only spent 13 months in jail for that one. President Donald Trump says he is sticking by Acosta for now, but the administration is investigating.
The Affordable Care Act is facing another major legal challenge, this time in a federal courtroom in New Orleans. Today, a three-judge panel of the U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals started hearing arguments that could overturn the law, also known as Obamacare. Texas and other Republican-led states want it declared unconstitutional. The case here could eventually head all the way to the Supreme Court. Today, state and local officials and doctors rallied in support of the Affordable Care Act. They say the law has made health care more accessible for the most vulnerable people here in Ohio, and families will be hurt, they say, if the law is struck down.
The Affordable Care Act was actually a great opportunity for Americans who are trying to make ends meet, as much as those who are doing well, to actually have access to health care when they need it.
Now, it could be months before the appeals court makes a final decision. Until then, Obamacare will be enforced.
An 18-year-old accused of